good morning or good evening. I hope you are all always well. I'm Lulu. These are my daily stories. I hope you share the happiness with every adventure I have with my friend Marshmallow. Here we go. It was a bright and promising afternoon, the kind that made Lulu feel like something mischievous was waiting to happen, and she was right. But for once, she wasn't the cause. Not exactly. Today, Lulu announced with the confidence of a reality TV chef, "We are baking cupcakes. Rainbow swirl cupcakes with mystery fillings." Marshmallow blinked from his perch on the windowsill. He had a skeptical look that said, "Last time you cooked, you burned cereal." "This time will be different," Lulu said, tying on her apron that read, "Professional Mayhem Chef." "I've watched 2 whole videos. I'm practically famous now." She pulled out her ingredients, measuring cups, and a very official-looking spatula she named Mr. Flipples. Marshmallow rolled his eyes. Everything was going surprisingly well. Lulu mixed the batter, separated it into 6 different bowls of dazzling colors, and carefully swirled them into cupcake liners. Then she filled the centers with different mystery ingredients: jam, chocolate, caramel, and somewhat controversially one with pickles. "People need surprises in life," she said. Marshmallow simply scooted farther from the kitchen. As the cupcakes baked, the smell filled the house: warm vanilla, a touch of chocolate, and an unfortunate whiff of brined cucumbers. Lulu twirled with excitement. "This is going to be legendary." She set the cupcakes on the cooling rack and went to grab her secret frosting kit from her bedroom. Okay, it was just glitter and whipped cream. She was gone less than 3 minutes. But when she came back, the cupcakes were gone. All 24. Vanished. Like they'd been devoured by hungry ghosts. Lulu stood frozen. Marshmallow padded into the kitchen, sniffed the air, then looked at her like, "You left dessert unguarded." "Rookie mistake." "This is a crime scene," Lulu whispered. She crouched down dramatically, inspecting the crumbs on the floor. "Marshmallow. We have a cupcake thief on the loose." She fetched her detective notebook, a pencil, and a fake mustache she insisted helped her think better. Operation Cupcake Hunt had begun. First suspect, Grandma Poppy, who was napping in the armchair. Lulu tiptoed over and whispered, "Grandma, have you seen any suspicious baked goods recently?" Grandma snorted and muttered in her sleep, "Tell the flamingos they can't borrow my socks." Suspicious? Yes. But guilty? Unlikely. Second suspect, her baby brother, Charlie. She found him in the playpen with frosting on his chin. "Aha!" Lulu shouted. But it turned out the frosting was actually baby lotion. Still suspicious, though. She jotted a note, Subject, baby. Possibly framed. Possibly a cupcake mastermind in disguise. Third suspect, the neighborhood dog, Bobo, who was known for breaking into open garages and stealing sandals. Lulu peeked out the window and saw him sitting calmly on his porch. Too calm. Fake calm. With Marshmallow tucked under her arm like a furry detective assistant, she marched next door to question Bobo. She interrogated him gently, with a tennis ball bribe, and found no crumbs, no wrappers, and no signs of cupcake consumption. Another dead end. Lulu sighed. This thief is good. Too good. But Marshmallow suddenly leapt from her arms and darted toward the backyard. Lulu followed him to the old garden shed. She creaked the door open and gasped. There, on a tiny table made of an upturned bucket, sat the missing cupcakes, neatly arranged on a plate. And seated around it were 4 raccoons wearing party hats. They froze. She froze. One raccoon slowly raised a cupcake to its mouth, pausing mid-bite. Lulu blinked. You threw yourselves a cupcake party? The raccoons looked at each other. Then, in one swift movement, they grabbed the plate and dove out the back window like frosting-covered ninjas. Lulu and Marshmallow stood in stunned silence. Well, she said eventually, that was unexpected. They returned to the house, where Lulu made a dramatic journal entry in her adventure and crimes notebook, case #142 Cupcakes vanished from kitchen. Culprits, raccoons. Motive, unknown. Possibly birthday. Possibly chaos. Outcome, all cupcakes gone. Except the pickle one. Nobody wants the pickle one. Not even raccoons. Marshmallow pawed at the remaining cupcake. Lulu broke it in half and offered him a bite. We may not have justice, but we do have pickles. Marshmallow sniffed it once and walked away. That night, as Lulu lay in bed with Marshmallow curled beside her, she giggled softly. Who knew raccoons threw secret parties? She yawned, stretching her arms toward the ceiling. I hope they sang happy birthday. They earned it. Marshmallow gave a sleepy meow that sounded like agreement, or maybe it was just his protest against pickles in baked goods. Either way, Lulu fell asleep with a smile, dreaming of raccoons in party hats and a very heroic cat detective.